Today we are going to learn a new topic from electricity chapter. That topic is Ohm's Law and factors affecting the resistance. This is part number 3 of the lesson. Students, in rainy season, when water in the dam gets above some specific level, the gates of the dam are opened and then water rushes out. This rushing water can be compared with electric current. How? Let us see. Students, there are 3 parameters in Ohm's law. First one is voltage, second is current, and third is resistance. If I can compare voltage with the water level, in case of dam, more the water level, more will be the flow of water. Similarly, in case of electricity, more the voltage, more will be the electric current. Then, gates of the dam can be compared with the resistance. If I bring down gate more and more downwards, the flow of water goes on decreasing. Similarly, if I go on increasing the resistance, current will go on decreasing. In 1827, German physicist George Simon Ohm found out relationship between current I flowing in a metallic wire and potential difference across its terminal. The potential difference V across the ends of a given metallic wire in an electric circuit is directly proportional to the current flowing through it, provided its temperature remains the same. This is what we call as Ohm's law. So, in other words, to put it in mathematical form, V is directly proportional to I. What is V? Voltage. And what is I? Current. Students, if V is directly proportional to I, then V upon I will be constant. So that will be our next step. So V upon I is constant. And this constant is nothing but R. If we name it as R, R is nothing but resistance of that wire, which is our relation. This is what we call as Ohm's law. This can also be written as V is equal to IR. How does this relation came? I is shifted to right hand side, then I will go to numerator. So V will become then IR. So V is equal to IR. If I try to plot a graph of V against I, then I will get this graph. V against I graph is a straight line. And why it is straight line? Because if I go on increasing current, voltage will also increase, or vice versa. If I go on increasing potential difference, then current will increasing. In either cases, a line is straight. So graph is a straight line in case of voltage and current. SI unit of resistance is ohm. Of course, it is named after George Simon Ohm. What is definition of 1 ohm? If the potential difference across the two ends of the conductor is 1 volt and a current of 1 ampere passes through it, then the resistance R of the conductor is 1 ohm. To put it in mathematical form, 1 ohm is equal to 1 volt upon 1 ampere. So this is a relation for 1 ohm. Now that we know Ohm's law and few things about resistance, voltage and current, now we will see the factors on which resistance of the conductor depends. So let us see what are the factors that affect resistance. It is observed that resistance of the conductor depends on first its length, the length of the conductor, second its area of cross section, that is the thickness of the conductor, then nature of the material. So these are the factors on which resistor of the conductor depends. When experiments were done to study the resistance of the conductor, following were the observations. it was observed that the resistance of the uniform metallic conductor is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area of the cross section. So resistance is directly proportional to length. It means that if I increase the length of the wire, then resistance will increase. While if I increase the area of cross section, then resistance of the conductor will decrease. So these were the observations that were proved experimentally. So R, if I put it mathematically, is proportional to L. What is L? Length of the conductor. And R is inversely proportional to area of cross section, that is thickness of the conductor. If I put them together, if I combine these two relation, I will get R is directly proportional to L upon A. Now let us move all the things apart and concentrate only on mathematical aspect of this topic. I will move this on the upper side. Now let us see what we can do with this relation. So R, if I say it is directly proportional to L upon A, then R should be equal to some constant into L upon A. This is a rule of proportionality which we have already studied in mathematics. So R will be some constant into L upon A. Now this constant I have taken as a Greek letter rho. This Greek letter rho symbolizes resistivity. So this is our final relation, where rho is constant of proportionality and is called electrical resistivity of the material of the conductor. The SI unit of resistivity is ohm meter and it is a characteristic property of the material. So this rho or this electrical resistivity depends upon the kind of the material we are using in conductor. Let us see few materials with their respective electrical resistivities. So here there are various materials shown and they have also shown us resistivity of the materials. So if you see conductors starting from silver until manganese, you will see they have 1.60 into 10 raised to minus 8 resistivity. Starting from there, it goes on increasing, and for manganese it is 1.84 into 10 raised to minus 6. So if you see, resistivity goes on increasing starting from silver. Silver has a lowest resistivity, and then what is the material which has highest resistivity in this chart? If you see it carefully, you will observe that diamond and somewhat paper has a very high resistivity. So that was all for today. We learned about Ohm's law and we learned how voltage is related to current, and then we also learned what are the factors that affect resistance. Now that we know these things, there are few things that you can try out at home, and these few things are some questions that you can try. For example, first question is state Ohm's law. Then second question is what is SI unit of resistance. Third question is on what factors does resistance of the conductor depends. And last question is what is SI unit of resistivity. I will repeat these questions. First one is state Ohm's law. Second is what is the SI unit of resistance. Third question is on what factors does resistance of the conductor depends. And the last question is what is the SI unit of resistivity. We have discussed all the topics related to these questions, so you will find it easy to answer them. But if you have any doubts, you can feel free to ask me your doubts. You can put your comments in the comment box. So see you in next session. Until then, take care. Bye bye.